So we have Eric here, and he's already been in the Cybertruck, and now he's going to be in the S2000. We're gonna go for a quick ride and get his impression. So what's your impression of the S2000, Eric?
Well, I know it's very reliable when it comes down to it. It's not very expensive too, so it's very affordable. I mean, I think it's like from 5,000 to higher. It's a pretty nice small car, two-seater, which is very nice. And in the inside, it feels bigger than what it looks like from the outside. So
Yeah, what do you have to see inside? Let me know what it feels like.
Sure.
Oh,
I think
shoot.
it's okay.
This is old school for you. This is called key fob. And to unlock it, you have to actually press unlock, and there you go.
That's actually pretty new school to me. Old school is having to put it in.
Oh, come on. My Tesla, I don't have a key. I just walk in with my phone.
Oh.
Yep. So do you know how to start a manual transmission?
Oh, not a manual. It's the brake and then the e-brake, right?
Yeah, push the e-brake's on. So all you have to do is push the clutch in all the way and push the brake in all the way.
Okay.
And don't release it until you start the car.
Okay.
So go ahead, put the key in there, turn up all the way, and then you're actually gonna hit the start button while you're holding those two down.
And the key?
The key just stays where it is. Turn it first. Okay, now push the start button and then let go when the engine starts. So push until the engine starts. Hold it. Push the clutch in all the way and the brake all the way. There you go, let go. Yeah, perfect. That's how you start it.
Yeah. It's definitely a very different experience. This is my first time starting a manual. From the, like I said, it feels very big in the inside.
Yeah.
Like it's not a huge car, and you can definitely tell from the outside. But it definitely feels like you have extra legroom, that's for sure.
Yeah, so when you close the door, it's pretty compact, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel very comfortable. I'm not a big person.
You're a pretty big guy. You're a big guy.
Yeah, but it feels like
it fits.
Yeah, it fits. It feels very comfortable, honestly. My legs are not like uncomfortable. I have pretty good space with my arms and everything, so it feels very nice.
To open this, you latch it like this.
And
so you do the same thing like that side. Open it and then push back up. Push it back up. Yep. There you go. No, leave that. That's fine. So now it's unlatched.
Oh.
So now you push the roof back. See the button that says roof? Push it back. There you go.
Oh wow.
And that is the opening roof.
It definitely feels more technology-wise, right? Like back then, this was very like technology-wise, and it's still pretty cool.
It's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would say so. I had to add that screen because it doesn't have like a screen. It's like so old school, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it feels very nice. It feels something I could like get very comfortable in, right? Like for example, the difference in the Cybertruck is you're like a very tall person. You can see everything, but here you're always like you're very low to the ground, which I like in a way.
Yeah. If you feel more connected to the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
See, if you knew how to drive a manual, I'll let you drive it. But since you don't, I'll give you a ride.
I don't want to mess up the transmission.
No worries. Yeah. Let's hop on out and I'll give you a ride in it, and we'll see how you like it.
Okay.
This thing has an inline 4. It's a 4-cylinder.
Okay.
Producing I think 245 horsepower or something. Don't quote me on that one. It's been a long time. But the cool thing is it revs up to about 8,000 RPM.
Oh, that's
so to get to the engine, go ahead and open the door right here.
It should be somewhere on the bottom, right?
Yeah, so reach is on the bottom and on the left. So you're gonna pull that tab, left, way left, on the left panel. Yeah, right there. Pull that. Yep, there we go. Go ahead and close the door and open up the front. So this is old school, so you should be able to figure this out. Yep. Yeah. And then there's a rod right there if you want to support it.
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, you can take a look at it. So that's the inline 4.
Yeah.
And then normally it has an air box, but we just replaced it with a KN cold air intake.
I see.
Not really cold air because it's like engine air, but yeah, it makes a better roar than a stock intake.
I see.
Yeah.
It definitely looks pretty, yeah.
Thanks, man. I try to keep it clean, but believe it or not, this was my daily since I got it brand new in 2007. I'm the original owner. I'm actually trying to sell it, but I demand a decent amount for it. So somewhere along the line of 33,000 for it, so I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's in very good condition.
Yeah. You're gonna want to push it down a little bit harder. There you go. Yep. All right, cool. All right, man, on the S2000.
I'm excited.
You're excited? More excited about this than the Cybertruck?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Just because the Cybertruck was something new I wanted to experience.
Okay.
But I'm definitely more excited to be in the NSX and the Cybertruck.
Okay, so here we go. So this is first gear. Let's go. Have you ever actually been in a manual transmission car?
Perhaps, I'm not sure.
Well, this is not like a normal manual because this is a high revving car.
I can tell.
So you can drive it like a Honda Accord, like just keep the shift low, like, you know, like if I were to shift here and then just drive, it's very slow and it's very normal, right? It's just like, oh, okay, you can just drive it around like this. But the cool thing is, because it's a manual, you can kind of punch it and have it growl. But the cool thing is, it's a slow car. So you can really enjoy it. Like, people don't understand. Like, I don't care about going fast in this car. I just like the sound that it makes, right? So that's why I actually like driving the S2000 a little bit more than I like driving the NSX.
It definitely feels, it sounds great.
Yeah. And this is a stock exhaust. The only thing I changed was the NSX.
Yeah, it just looks so beautiful. Like even when I see it, I get excited.
Yeah, we'll be in that one later.
Yeah.
So we'll do this fun one, and then we'll do the Model Y, which I think you'll find the most boring. But I'm curious to see your impression, and then we'll do the grand finale for you.
No, man.
All right, so here we go. There's another S2000 over there. That's my friend Greggy.
Yeah, I believe there's one more.
Yeah, there's one in the back, a black one.
Yeah. Isn't there another NSX, but it's like a 240?
Oh no, there's a 240 SX.
Oh, I thought it was
Nissan.
Oh.
And then there's a NSX in the front of our neighborhood, but I think he sold it for the second generation NSX.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, he told me he was never gonna sell that 2000 and was it 2000? Yeah, 2005.
The guy, are you talking about the guy that has a 4Runner?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that guy has a lot of cars. I mean, I don't know if he like rents them or what, or just has them, but
he's a business owner.
Oh, I see. Yeah, one of my dream cars is a Nissan GTR.
Yeah, he has one.
The other day I saw one and I was like, oh my God, this is my first time seeing a Nissan GTR. Yeah. And I walked by and I think it was like I'm not sure if it was a Camaro or a Mustang that he had. It was like a very old one. I want to say like a 1970 or 1960, and it was just a beauty.
He has a lot of cars.
Yeah, I've seen like 2 4Runners and then a Tesla.
He has multiple Teslas.
Yeah.
There's a Model X and I think a Model Y too. All right, so let's hit the road with this one, and notice the speed bumps on this one. You gotta be even more graceful with the Cybertruck.
Then you can really feel this one because you're very connected to the ground.
Right, so we're gonna punch it a little bit here. And notice the RPM. Sounds great, right?
Yeah, of course.
So it's not as fast as Cybertruck, but it feels exciting.
But honestly, I prefer this over the Cybertruck.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why these cars still sell for a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's highly desirable.
It sounds great. Like, this is a pure enjoyment that I wouldn't prefer for the over the Cybertruck, in my opinion.
No blame.
Like I said, the Cybertruck is amazing. It's very futuristic. It's very quick. But how can you prefer something over this?
Yeah, this is pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Feel that turn. Woo! It's like a go-kart on wheels.
And faster.
Yeah. And you're not breaking the speed limit. People think I'm breaking the speed limit. I'm going speed limit right now, but it's so fun. And I'm a second gear, and I can drive like this all day. And yeah, I'll burn some gas, but it's a reliable engine, and it's very easy to maintain. You just change the oil, and brakes and transmission over time too. But it's very easy to maintain, and it's a Honda, so it's built really well, and it's not gonna break down.
It sounds great, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 350Z.
I missed that one.
Oh.
I was too busy enjoying my car.
Yeah.
But we're much lower to the ground, and this is a stock height. I didn't lower the car.
Oh. Have you done any type of mods to it in general, to the car?
No, I try to keep things stock because I'm kind of, I want to keep things safe and easy to drive. I don't like to have to deal with like the curves and going in driveways that I can't make. It's so stressful for me if I go take my wife to a restaurant and I can't drive out of the restaurant.
No, I
That
see.
feels embarrassing. Like, and then you're like stopping traffic.
And it's not just that,
backing
you're
up.
also scratching the car.
Yeah, and you feel like an idiot because like you're driving a really nice car, but then now like everyone's like looking at you and like you're
Yeah,
driving.
I've never really liked the low cars. I
Yeah.
also don't like when it's like bented. I don't know what the name. Like the wheels are like a bit sideways.
Yeah, that's called. There's a word for it. Dang, you just lost
Yeah, I
my mind.
forgot too. I knew the name. I just don't remember.
In the comments, let us know. You know what I'm talking about when you got the wheels all flared out. What is that? It's like stance, right? Stance. Yeah, you get your stance, JDM stance.
No,
Those are the stance mod.
I don't really like how many looks. Yeah.
It's not practical. It's just for the looks.
Yeah. Although I don't really like how they look in a way.
Oh, okay, then there's a no for you completely.
yeah.
So what I like about this is we'll be able to go from 0 to 60 legally because it's a freeway from a stop. And you'll see how this thing shifts. We'll start at first gear and you can see the excitement that the engine will rev up to.
Okay.
And that's why, and then the turning, I wish I could turn this a little faster, but this is where it's more nimble and more exciting to drive.
I see.
So here we go. We wait for our light right here. And we're gonna hit it right now. We'll wait for this car so we can punch it. Too much traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to show you the shifting a little bit more, but let's see. Yeah, not really breaking the speed limit, but fun, right?
Yeah.
That's a great thing about a little roadster. And here we take this corner right here. You can see how it feels. A little bit tighter. And because it's light, you can brake easier.
I see.
And because it's not NSX, I can park it anywhere and not really care about it. I can't really park my NSX anywhere.
Because it's also like, in a way, like a supercar. At the end of the day, you don't want anything to happen to it.
Yeah. So notice how much funner it is to drive this car than the NSX.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the NSX is fast, but because it's fast, we can't drive like this. Because if you shift to second gear, you're gonna break the speed limit. You're gonna get a ticket. Here, I was driving like I stole it, but I'm within the speed limit.
You were within the speed limit.
So even right now, we're going 25 miles per hour, but it sounds like you're going much faster.
Yeah.
And that's also why I just love this car. Ultimately, that's why I love this car.
It's definitely something I could really get used to. Yeah.
True manual transmission, and this is probably the best shifting manual transmission in history. Like people compare this transmission to other manual transmission, even like to Ferraris and Porsches and Lamborghinis, and people just say this is more enjoyable to shift, just because the linkage is minimal. Like the transmission is right under here, so you're shifting the gears to the transmission, like literally right underneath. So it's like it's there, so you feel really connected with it, and it's perfect shift. They shift in right away, and they're short throws. So it just feels I can't explain it like the mechanical people really do, but
You feel connected to the gearbox in a way.
yeah, it feels satisfying to shift, and it's very responsive, and it's short. It's like a combination of all of that.
No.
And I like this gearbox much more than the NSX, because the NSX, it's taller, and sometimes I don't even shift right into gear. This one, I can confidently put it and I know I'm in second gear.
No.
Like, it's something about how well designed it is. It works, and it works really well.
No.
Yeah.
What is a car you wish you could be in, or could just be able to drive at least one day?
To be honest, I don't care too much about that anymore, because ultimately I have my dream car. The NSX is my dream car. Any other car, it will be just like, oh, it's great to be in, but I don't get super excited about it.
At what age did you get your NSX?
Oh, I got it when I got that about 8 or 10 years ago. So around 30, when I was about 30 years old.
Was this still, I'm guessing the market went up now?
Yes. So I bought it for 52,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's definitely cheaper.
I can probably sell it for over 100,000.
Oh.
I mean, it's true with a lot of things that if you bought around that time, like houses went up even more so.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, you can barely buy a house now.
Yeah, it's crazy. People always say market's gonna crash, but it hasn't crashed yet.
Yeah. Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Let's say you're going in the freeway, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're in third or fourth gear.
Yeah.
How, and like somebody brake checks you, so you have to brake immediately. For an automatic, you just brake.
Yeah.
What happens with a manual, so you don't like ruin the gears?
If you can, clutch and brake at the same time. If not, just brake. But best if you do clutch and brake at the same time.
How do you brake in general, like very fast, even if you're in a high gear?
So, like I said, you're gonna do some potential damage when he slows down.
How do you normally do?
Braking and clutch at the same time. So,
but like going in one gear by one, or
no.
just to number one?
No. Like if you're driving fast and you're like on 6th gear, for example, just brake and clutch. Because when you push a clutch, it doesn't matter what gear you're in. You release the shifter from the transmission.
Oh, wait, so that's pretty easy to drive then.
Yeah, clutch and brake. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I was just scared of how to...
No, you downshift, like you have to brake?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh,
just brake and clutch.
Oh, is that like for every type of manual?
Every manual.
Oh,
brake and clutch.
That's more easier to...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I kind of know how to drive in my... I mean, I find it like pretty easy, right? Just if you're going to go with a higher gear, let the brake or the accelerator in a way.
Yeah.
Clutch, gear up, and then like that.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know you just had to press clutch and...
clutch and brake. When it's emergency. But ideally, you probably want to gear down and always be in gear. That way, it's safer, right? So like if you can slow down, you want to be in gear so at any time you can accelerate.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, and we're going to do our last acceleration right here.
Okay.
And not breaking the speed limit at all. Because it's just so slow.
Yeah.
But you can do that at any lights every day of the week. And because it's a Honda, you're not really destroying the engine.
Yeah.
It loves to be revved out. Turn, corner.
Is there any engine that you've always liked it?
Oh yeah,
Like-
J2Z.
Yeah, of course. I mean, who wouldn't? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I had a chance to buy a Toyota Supra for 12,000 twin turbo.
12,000.
12,000,
Oh, wow.
and it was like in mint condition, and it was like around 80,000 miles.
Oh wow.
The problem was, it was really, really, really good deal. And I was in college at that time. I had to go take a freaking final exam. I told him, I have the money. I'm going to go back and pick up your car after my final exam. I want it. I will buy it 100%. No negotiation. I want your price. I go take my exam, I call him back, he's like, I sold it.
Oh, that's
Mother!
crazy.
Oh, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean,
dude,
like, I love Supras. I mean, I'm not like, oh my God, I'll choose anything for Supra, right?
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of like super fan, but it's like still an amazing car. It sounds great, and the modifications you can do to it is just amazing, right?
Yeah. You can be in first gear and make some noise, and you're only like at 25 miles.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take the NSX.
It just looks so beautiful.
Yeah. So we've driven the S2000, and we're trying to see how this compare. And Eric's gonna try to give it a score, a review on comfort, speed, appearance, and like fun fact, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So maybe if you don't have anything to compare it to, just kind of give your points
Like,
on each of those, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm mainly gonna like rate it overall.
Okay.
So, like overall, comparing it to any car, you really got me hooking the car. Like,
Yes.
if you were like, oh my, like if I had the money,
Yeah.
I would definitely really consider buying one. Right? It's extremely fun. I love the speed. It's not a fast car, but it feels like one, and it's amazing, right? Like you feel like you're accelerating a lot. You're feels like you said you're breaking the speed limit, but in reality you're not. You're just going the speed limit. It feels amazing. I don't know how it is when it comes to like reliability. So if I did buy one, I'll have to do like research and everything. But
This one,
yeah.
super reliable. I'll tell you
No,
that.
I see.
Very reliable. It's a Honda. It's a
Yeah.
Honda. It's super reliable.
Yeah, well, you definitely got me hooking the car, right? It's really fun. It's small. You definitely feel more connected to the road. It just feels amazing. Like it feels like you're going very fast, and when you're not, right? But it feels great. Like, and what I mean by this, by the way, because there can be cars that are just like normal cars, but then they change the exhaust pipe, and then it sounds loud, and then it's not, which is something I don't really like. But this car, you're not fast, but you're not slow.
Yeah.
And you're going the speed limit, which is like great, right? It's like an amazing feeling. I mean, I think everybody that likes cars would like to feel like you're not breaking any speed limit. So it's amazing. I really loved it. And comparing it overall, like fun, it's very fun. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Yes, I will agree.
Speed, I honestly would also give it a 10 out of 10 because it's not you're not going fast, right?
Yeah.
You're not going quick, but it's just how enjoyable it is. Like I'm not rating the speed as like going 0 to 60 or being able to go 300 miles, right? It's just how much you enjoy it. And I haven't been in many cars, so I want to say in the cars I've been, this is one of the cars that feels very enjoyable, the speed that you're going to, right? And just overall it feels great. So like overall I rated like a 9 out of 10. It was definitely one of my favorite cars so far. I would prefer this over the Cybertruck if I'm being honest. It just feels great.
How do you like the convertible top? Is that something that you would do every day?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't love convertibles too much, but it's the feature that's there, and it's just nice. It's just nice to have. It's just a nice feature.
Cool. Very good. Very good. So the next one we're going to test drive is the Model Y, but not just any Model Y. It's the performance trim. So it does 0 to 60 in 3.5, and it's your everyday grocery getter, a car that everybody can drive, and it's very comfortable. And it's going to be, I think, very boring to you, but the acceleration may surprise you.
Okay.
All right, so we'll take a shot on that one in a little bit.
Okay.